word that I don't even think I can pronounce it correctly, but I want to introduce it to you in case you've never heard it before. It's called kintsugi. Kintsugi, that's right, it's not an English word, it's a Japanese word. And this Japanese word represents a kind of pottery or an artistic form in Japan, where they take broken pieces of pottery or other things, and all of a sudden they put it together, and in between the cracks they put gold in between the cracks, and they have something that comes out stronger than even the original piece. They have something that comes out more beautiful than the original piece. They believe that through brokenness, that even something more beautiful can come out of that. And that's a beautiful sentiment, but there is a very physical and a very natural thing that you can look up online and check it out yourself to see this is a real art form. And when you look at some of the pieces, you can see that is really beautiful pieces that they show online there. All right, and so I believe the same thing happens in our life, that there's a lot of brokenness that takes place, a lot of things that don't seem right. But when you put your hand and put your life in the potter's hands, all of a sudden you begin seeing what he can do, what he can shape and mold in your life. Now, we get to the point of dissonance. Now, harmony is when we have beautiful and melodious notes come and they collide together to make harmony. But dissonance is when you have other notes that collide and they make dissonance, or music that is not beautiful to the ear. Something that's not beautiful to the ear is considered dissonance. When you have notes collide that are not harmonious, that are not nice. And so we have some of our things in our life that have dissonance in them. For example, it could be something even simple. There could be scars, like I mentioned, that we're ashamed of. You know, my daughter plays piano and she plays beautifully. However, if she starts missing some notes, right, it's not going to have the same effect. You're not going to understand the song the same way if she decides to play only 2 of the 5 or 6 notes she's supposed to play at the same time. You might be able to make out some of the melody, but some of it might be missing. And so I think some of us in our life, we have some scars that we might be hiding. Some scars that we don't want to tell anybody about. And I'm talking emotional scars or perhaps physical scars as well. And perhaps we're still ashamed of them. And it might be that part of the story of our life is hidden because of that. It might be that part of the music, the melody, the beauty of our life is not fully coming out. God's beauty might not be fully coming out because of that. And I want to encourage you to not be ashamed of the scars in your life. There has to be a reframing of some of those scars. It doesn't have to be, but I want to encourage you. That's what God wants to do. He wants to show himself in those ashes and show his beauty and the beauty that he made inside of you to be coming forth. If you're a guy, you might not say, I don't want to be looking beautiful. All right, think of another word, whatever. He wants it to when people look at you, they are respecting God and his authority because they see what he's done in your life, and it reflects on how good and how amazing God is. And so, again, some of those scars in our life, sometimes they're there and they seem very ugly to us, but to God, they're beautiful.